Howdy guys, this is Dane here with another cancer update. Just me this week, no guests. That's because I will be making a trip home to Indiana in just a couple weeks. Not even that. I think we're taking off a week from this coming Friday. Can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to this trip. It's been about a year since I've been home, and I am ecstatic about seeing my family, especially my grandma, Graham. Maddie's taking a week off of work, so she's going to be able to come with me. Pretty pumped about that. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned. Mostly looking forward to the food. I know it's been a wild last couple of years. Some businesses were not able to stay open during the pandemic. Fortunately, all my favorite places are still open back at home. So excited for some Clinkers, some Donut Depot, and of course Taco Tierra. Taco Tierra could be like a once a day thing for me when I'm home, because I got to do better about my calorie intake. They weighed me before every infusion, and I've actually lost a pound. So I got to get those calories up. I really think a Sancho a day will make my medical professionals proud that I'm starting to get my belly back. So anyway, huge thanks to everybody in the Gibson County area that keeps these businesses open during this time. I'm not sponsored by these places. I wish I was. I really like the food here, and I hope to run into some of you guys while I'm getting myself fed, because the six pack I got, it's got to go. And I think Clinkers could help with that too. It's a great restaurant, solid staff, good atmosphere. And I hear lots of calories in their food, so thumbs up. Definitely be hitting that place up a couple times while I'm home. I do want to say something about things opening up. I understand masks might be less of a thing right now in Gibson County, even though those numbers are going up. Reading some of the comments on some of these restaurants' Facebook pages when they were first requiring masks, I was kind of going through those. It seems like some people back at home wearing masks, it's just been one of the most devastating things I've ever had to go through. And poor guys, good Lord. I'm bringing this up because when I'm home, if you see me out and I'm wearing a mask, please know that while I'm not a big fan of them either, I have been wearing them, and I properly wash my hands a lot. And, this is the longest period I've ever gone without getting sick. I have not been sick once through this whole pandemic period. I don't even remember the last time I got sick. So there is something to these masks, So when I'm home visiting and you see me out still wearing a mask, know it's because this chemo is doing a number on my immune system. I am fully vaccinated. I highly recommend, if you haven't got your shots yet, every doctor and smart person that I've talked to that I'm very confident they know what they're talking about, they recommend it. So please do the right thing and stay safe. Give them shots. Again, I haven't gotten sick in a very long time, but I do have cancer. I just finished my 8th infusion. My sister-in-law was able to take me to and from my appointment. She's great company, so shout out to Claire. Thank you so much for pulling through for me. My side effects have been about the same as the last couple of times. The cold sensitivity is pretty high right now, and I do expect some rough days coming up, but after that I think I'll feel pretty good. And here's the good news. My oncologist has given me an extra week off from chemo so I can make this trip home. So this means I get an extra week to let my body heal, and hopefully when I'm home I'll be feeling just about 100%. So very pumped to have that extra week. All my blood work is looking pretty good. I mentioned in the last video or the video before last, talking about my CEA level. I started out really, really high, and a couple weeks ago it was at 58. Now it's down to 38, so that's really good news. Here's the funny thing about having cancer. I mentioned it before about getting a full report on my most recent CT scan. Things are shrinking, my oncologist is happy, and if he's happy, then I'm happy. One thing I haven't mentioned before in any of these previous videos is my stent. I've got stage 4 rectal cancer. It's not the same as colorectal cancer or colon cancer. It just means I've got a mass of about 12 centimeters inside my rectal area, and it's causing blockage. It's not really blocking anything right now because I got a stent installed way up in me, and now I can unload no problem. I can't really remember what the stent looks like. I think they showed it to me at the hospital, but they did it right when they were loading me up with amnesia.
Anesthesia, Dane. Anesthesia.
Anesthetic.
Okay, that's fine.
Thanks, Maddie. They could have shown me a PVC pipe at that point, and I'd have been fine with it. Do whatever you got to do to get the 2 weeks worth of what's caked up inside of me out of my system. But that wasn't the case. I actually Googled it for you. It looks something like this. So yeah, it looks kind of fishnetty. I must have downloaded the wrong image. I don't remember that gerbil being there. Delete Google history. In any event, it's up there. It's getting the job done and then some. The funny thing is how they mentioned it in my CT scan report. They went out of their way to let me know they found excrement in my stent. The way it was written in the report seemed like they were kind of saying it like this. Like they were saying, now Dane, you knew you had a CT scan coming up. Did you even think to pull that stent out, clean it up, and then shove it back in there? Because you should have. You should have done that. Another reason this is funny is I was told that eventually the stent is just going to fall out. I remember being told that as the mass in my rectum, damn near killed him. Sorry. As the rectum tumor shrinks, one day I'm just going to have a go at it, and I guess I'm just going to birth this stent out. They didn't tell me if I needed to give it a wash and return it to the hospital or keep it, dip it in resin, and make a vase out of it. They didn't tell me. I didn't think to ask. A few weeks ago, I was talking to my oncologist, and one of the first things he asked was when I was going to get the stent removed. And I told him what I just told you guys, and the reaction was like, oh wow, that really interesting. It's just going to come out like that, huh? Wow. It was pretty similar to that. I decided I need to call the GI doctor that did the procedure and make sure I wasn't repeating something that wasn't the case, because I told a lot of people. I wasn't able to get an appointment with the doctor that did the installation, but I did talk to another GI doctor from the same hospital, and he confirmed that no, the stent is not just going to come out on its own. It'll have to be removed by him. It sounds like we're going to wait a few months, get another CT scan in maybe October or November, and see where things are at, and then talk removal options. So, I hope he's right. I hope, fingers crossed, this thing doesn't come out on its own between now and then. Anyway, I'm so glad I told you guys this. It feels like you guys really know me, inside and out. Anyway, speaking of merch, I'd like to once again thank everybody that's bought the towels, shirts, hats, everything in the store. I just added Good Vibes mugs. This mug creates good vibes, and the skateboard creates good vibes. So the skateboards are up there now. So yeah, thank you so much for your purchases. This is really helping your donations to the GoFundMe and to Venmo, PayPal. All that has been great. Your food. Shout out to Maddie's Aunt Michelle. She brought over some French dip sandwiches last week. So good. So I love all you guys. Can't wait to see some of you guys in person when I'm home. Week and a half flying home. Please get vaccinated if you're not already. Love all you guys. Cheers.